Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good evening, my dear students. And today, this session is about the concepts of rational numbers. Okay, the important concepts of rational numbers. So, this is the first chapter of grade 8. Okay, so in this chapters, like we have studied in the previous classes, okay, we study here about properties, all the properties, and whether they are satisfied or satisfied with the set of rational numbers or not. Okay, and after that we have additive identity and also additive inverse, and next we have multiplicative identity and multiplicative inverse. Okay, and after that we study about after properties. Yes, we are going to study, we are going to find out or prove the properties. Okay, and next after that we will see problems related to additive inverse. So I'll write line by line. Okay, problems related to identities. After that, we will have a brainstorming session. That means let us revise and let us revise the topics and questions related to this. After that, rational number, how to represent rational numbers, how to represent rational numbers on the on number line. And after that, yes, to find rational numbers between two given numbers. So these are the concepts which we are going to see. Understood? So this is not only for periodic test, and these are the only concepts which you have in grade 8. So let us see one by one. Okay, and before going to the going to concepts, let me explain you, let me tell you that if the video is little slow, please watch it in 1.25 speed. Okay, and if problems comes in between, pause it and repeat them along with me, otherwise it will be difficult. Okay, so listening to only lectures will not help you in mathematics. You have to practice. Okay, so please take care of that. And yes, let me adjust. Okay, good, fine. Now, what is the first one? Properties. Is it right? So, what are the properties we have studied related to numbers, related to operations or operations of numbers? The first one is closure property. Closure, and next one is commutative. Okay, and the third one is associative, and fourth one is distributive. And along with distributive, we will study about additive inverse and additive identity. In the same way, multiplicative inverse and multiplicative identity. Okay, so let us start with closure property. So what is closure property, my dear students? So we are dealing with rational numbers, right? So for addition, okay, when you add two rational numbers, the sum also should be a rational number. The sum also should be a rational number. What is rational number? Rational number is the number which we can represent as p by q form, where q is not equal to 0. So that means any fraction, p and q belong to integers. Okay, that means it can be positive as well as negative, but denominator should not be equal to 0. That is the only condition we have So let us see, we have a plus b is equal to rational numbers. That means when you add two rational numbers, the result also should be a rational number. And for addition, yes, it is satisfied. Now let us go for subtraction. When you subtract two rational numbers, the answer also should be a rational, and here also it is satisfied. And I'll show you how it happens in examples. And multiplication, when you multiply two rational numbers, the result also should be a rational number. Here also it satisfies. And coming to the last one, division. So when you divide two rational numbers, when you divide two rational numbers, so the result also should be a rational number. But unfortunately, division is not satisfied, because 0 is a rational number. 0, that means 0 you can write it as, 0 by 1 or 0 by any big number, so you can write it. But when you divide with any number with 0, suppose if you are dividing 2 by 3 divided by 0, so 2 by 3 divided by 0 means what happens? 2 by 3 into 1 by 0, right? So, and that means 0 is in denominator. You cannot divide any number with 0. So, therefore, uh, only for closure property, division is not satisfied. And if you have any doubts, please ask me. Please, I think you have my number. Okay, you can ask me doubts if you need. So now let us see the second property. Second property is commutative property. What is it? It is called as commutative property. So what is commutative property? When you add two numbers in an order, okay, you will get some result, and the result should be same if we change the order also. Okay, here I am talking about addition. So for commutative property, if we change the order also, we get the same number, it is satisfied. For negative, for subtraction, aim when you divide two numbers in a different order, unfortunately we don't get, what is that called as, it is this commutative property is not satisfied. Okay,